it is important to make sure that all of our parts are moving. So that is what we call mobility, and making sure that we can move through the different parts, being like our ankles, our hips, our shoulders. So today what we're going to do is we are going to focus on ankle mobility. I'm going to provide you with a few different exercises you can do if you feel stiff in your ankles. Great way for you to look at this is try each exercise and see, do you notice that one side might be tighter than the other? If so, then that means you need to be working on the mobility in your ankle. So what we're going to start with is a simple exercise you can do while seated. And what you're going to do is you're going to place the forefoot on the floor, and then you're going to start working your ankle in a circle. Now, what usually happens when I tell people to kind of move your ankle in a circle is a lot of people will start doing this. Well, this gets a lot of movement through the foot as well. So I want us to keep that foot grounded down through 2 points at the forefoot and just work on trying to move that ankle in a circle. So we're going to do that one direction, and then we're going to do that the other direction to begin. And then test it out on the other side and see, do you notice one side is tighter than the other? And then circle it the other direction. The next exercise, we're going to have a band. You can do it without a band, but this creates a little resistance, which is nice. You're going to take that band, place it under the foot, and then we're going to flex and point our foot. So I've got a pretty good resistance here with this band. I like to do everything barefoot so that I can feel the movement through the floor and then also like through the band here. So I'm just going to press down and up, just working on pointing and flexing my foot with the resistance band. And then I'm going to do what I call the windshield wiper, and it's just moving my foot through this position here. So now it's more into, this is still ankle, but we're moving the foot on the axis of the ankle, so to speak. So one thing, pay attention to, this is not, I'm not doing it through my hip. That would be more hip mobility. I'm trying to hold it here and just do it here. And then make sure you do the other side as well. The next exercise, we're going to come down to the floor. And we're going to be on hands and knees. And I'm going to place one foot back behind me. So I'm going to work on getting some stretch and length through my calf and my hamstring, and then also in my Achilles. So I'm just pressing back as far as comfortable, and then pushing off with that big toe and that forefoot forward. So I'm going to go back and press forward. So it's not me just moving up here. I really want to actively use my foot to press to create that forward motion. So do that on either side as well. And if you notice you're tighter on one side, it might mean you need to stretch that calf out more. If you're really tight within your calf, that could create some tension in the ankle as well. Keep going. And then we're going to move up into same type of positioning, but we're going to move a little bit more through that range of motion. So I'm going to bring my hips down, stretching here. And then if you feel comfortable, you can come up here as well. So we're going to be stretching into the foot and then come back down and then curl those toes under and then sit down on top of the feet. Now, when we do this, a lot of times people will drop their ankles out to the side. You might see people like drop them out like this. That's not what we're going for. We want to keep the ankles so that they're staying in a straight line, so to speak. So we're going to drop back, stretch. This is kind of stretching out that top of the foot, and then curl those toes under and press back, and then stretch out. And then you can try to roll over here and lift up here. So now we're working on stretching through the Achilles. Now, if you notice some tension and tightness, just keep moving through this position. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. So what I like to do when that occurs is I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of press towards one side and stretch it out, and then go to the other side and see, like, this side's really tight for me. So I'm just trying to work into that one side. I can get this side, but I really struggle with this other side. Listen to your body. Make sure that you're not doing anything too intense. And then the last one that I want you to do is work here. So this is my tighter side. So I'm going to work into this side to show you. And I'm just working on kind of lunging forward, getting that stretch here, and then come back up, and then lunge forward. Stretching here, trying to keep that heel down on the mat the whole time. And make sure you do that again on both legs. So those are the exercises that I would work on for mobility of the ankle. If you're really struggling with that, I do have a course you can check in the description below. I have a course that you can do. It's for healthy feet. So if you're interested, you can click on that link to learn more. But just work on practicing these exercises and notice if you have any tension or tightness in either side, and continue to work through those positions to help work on stretching and lengthening those muscles a little bit more so you're able to get more range of motion in your ankles.